is I want to give you an experience of how to help someone eliminate anxiety. Would that be cool to know? Yeah, pretty cool to know, huh? Yeah? So, here's the trick for anxiety. This is the formula for doing anxiety. This is the strategy to do anxiety. Imagine something happening that doesn't go to plan. Imagine the unsuccessful completion of an event and you'll experience anxiety. Imagine the successful completion of the event and you don't experience anxiety. Do you guys get that? Yes. It's a simple difference. So, but this is the thing, when you teach someone this strategy, they become aware of, anxiety is not just this thing that happens to you. It's all just a series of internal representations. It's just a series of pictures, sounds, words that we're creating in a particular sequence that give us the emotion. So when you create awareness around this, it's like, yeah, awesome. I know now how not to do that. Now, you guys are going to have an experience of this, so you know that it's real. Yeah, it's not just intellectual entertainment. This is actually real. So what I want you to get used to make the most of this exercise, what I want you to do is I want you to think of an experience that might be sometime in your future where you might feel anxiety. It could be, there might be something that you can think of like, maybe you're in a relationship and you don't want to be in a relationship, so you maybe want to break up with your partner. Maybe it's you want to quit your job. Maybe it's you've got to have an awkward conversation with that friend who did that thing at the party. All right. Maybe it's something. Who knows what it is? Maybe it's you're about to go skydiving, bungee jumping, whatever it is. Think of something in your life if you were to think of that now, it's going to create some form of anxiety for you, whether it be fear, anxiety, apprehension, something. See if you can come up with something in your mind. Yeah? Yeah. Has everyone got something they can think of that might create some? It could be public speaking. It could be maybe walking around Perth with a big sign saying, I'm going to cure phobias, and just walking through the mall and having all these people look at you like really weird, like, gee, this guy's cooked. What is this guy like? This guy's cooked. Yeah. So has everyone got just something in their mind that when you think of it, it brings up some level of anxiety? Has everyone got that? Has anyone not got that? Okay, great. So we've all got something. Okay, cool. So you guys ready to get rid of that anxiety on that event? Cool, great. So all I want you to do is I want you to just go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to imagine you're floating up above your timeline right now. Nice and high. And now I want you to float out into the future. So just imagine you're floating out, just drifting out nice and slowly into the future to 15 minutes after the successful completion of that event. So when I say successful completion, imagine it's actually gone so much better than could be expected and it went successfully. So better than all expectations. Now what I want you to do is I want you to now turn and look along your timeline. So you're now rotating and turning and looking back along your timeline toward now, but from 15 minutes after the successful completion of the event. Now, where's the anxiety? Is it there or has it disappeared now? Now what I want you to do is I want you to float back toward your timeline from now, noticing all the resources and all the learnings and all the experiences that you had to create that successful experience. And just notice all of your future is now updated, reevaluate itself, and it's all hunky-dory. And now just float all the way back along your timeline toward now with all those learnings, with all those realizations, and float back now down into the room. Come back into the room. Open your eyes. Welcome back. What were you just anxious about? What was it? Can you remember what it was? How do you feel about it now? Who here still has anxiety on that experience? Anyone? We got one? Yeah. Two? A little bit? Anyone else? Three. So 4? We got four people out of the whole room. That's not bad. Okay, out of a room of 50 people, it's not too bad for how long did that take? It was literally like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah. So that, if you teach that to your kids, what sort of experience do you think they're going to have around anxiety? It doesn't exist. Timeline therapy. If you come to my practitioner training, I teach you in 2 days in my NLP practitioner how to do timeline therapy to release any negative emotion. So if you're experiencing general anxiety, gone. This is the thing. Releasing anxiety, it's just another process, another tool. It's more of the heavy hitting techniques, but timeline therapy is the technique that would be suitable for that. And you'll know, like straight away after you do it, after you do timeline therapy with a client, you can literally notice, kind of like when you can see the physiology shifted. You can actually see a whole body kind of changed. Now, when you do timeline therapy with a client, their whole face will change and they're like, whoa, I've just been holding on to that anxiety for my whole life. Gone, done. Now, what you also need to do then is, after, and giving you guys some insights into coaching, and I know there's a few coaches in the room, and I trust this serves, but when you're actually coaching someone on anxiety, we need to retrain them on how to not do anxiety. Because if they're still doing this thing, if they're still doing, okay, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to imagine an unsuccessful event in my future, that's going to bring the anxiety back again. So we need to teach this strategy so people go, oh, that's how I'm creating the anxiety. Oh. And when you do that anxiety, when you do that process of imagining something negative in your future, it ingrains, it imprints, and it embodies anxiety into your body, right? So all it is, it's a strategy that's been running so many times of like imagining a negative thing, like, oh my God, it's going badly, going badly. When you do that enough, voila, you've just created anxiety in your body, right? So then the process is timeline therapy to release the negative emotion, and then teaching them how to not do anxiety. So yeah, anyway, I trust, does that make sense? Does that simplify it? Yeah, so again, this technique, you could take it into a school, you could teach every single kid in the school, there you go, voila, anxiety's done, right? You guys get how, like this isn't, we're not messing around. This is legit. Like the techniques that we're talking about here are incredibly powerful and empowering. People just don't know about this stuff. Like literally, look, there's 50 people in this room, there's 1 million people out there on the streets that have no idea this even exists. Yeah. So again, this sort of relates back to my mission, is this sort of stuff, it's not rocket science, it's not incredibly complex, but it takes a little while to learn it, but once you've learned it, it's like, cool, we've got the tools to hack our mind.